models, and that, flourished where people were staying home or changing their habits, where they're buying more online and that sort of stuff. And so obviously e-commerce has grown by this incredible amounts. I mean, I like to say that there's been 5 or 10 years worth of growth just in one year. And what's happened is that, because e-commerce just in general has grown, it really has buoyed any kind of online commerce. And you've all seen how Amazon is just absolutely freaking killing it, companies like Zoom and that sort of thing. Because, I mean, it's obvious why. There are just more and more people that are at home, buying products online, but they're also looking for things to do, which is driving them to buy different things, experiment, new hobbies, learn things, that sort of thing. So you've got kind of this twin, effect happening, where you've got a whole new audience of people buying, who weren't buying online before. I know it sounds crazy, like there were people that weren't buying online, and it's not that they never bought anything. It's just that it wasn't their go-to spot. I mean, people like for me, when I'm living in the city, um, downtown, I don't have a car. If I want to get like something, it's just easy to just run right out the door and go get something. Well, now all of a sudden lockdown comes around, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just get same day delivery from Amazon or something. I mean, and it's the same with information and things, as we're going to see. So you've got these two things happening at once. You've got this whole new population of people that are buying things online, and then you have just more things being bought online. So it's just this double whammy, sort of 2x multiplier, and everything is moving towards digital at this accelerated rate. If you look at informational sorts of things, people looking for information, over and above products, right? Things like indoor beekeeping, which sounds to me like the absolute worst idea ever. I'm not sure why you'd want to do it indoors, but okay. Growing spinach from scraps also sounds like the worst idea ever. I would take a pizza over that. Useless, yeastless bread recipes, garden obstacle course for the kids. That I totally get. Good sleep tips, totally get. How to cut your own hair, totally get that. So people are, again, certainly they're being driven, you know, by lockdowns and things like that, for sure. And maybe that'll normalize. But however, um, the spending habits, the fact that people are going to the internet to look for information, and by extension information products, and to the extent that there are a lot more of those people, that is not going to change. And there are just a huge number of opportunities out there that you could take advantage of. You just need to identify them and take advantage of them. So, look, I'm sure, let's take a look at some of the different things that are kind of evergreen product opportunities. And keep in mind when I'm talking about products, because I'm going to make this distinction in a minute about, e-commerce and information. When we talk about these products, there are always two components to them. They're the actual products themselves, and then there are information products around them. Do-it-yourself products, great example. Yeah, you need tools, but you also need plans and instructions on how to build a shed, or some sort of container for your indoor beekeeping, which again, I want to suggest nobody do that. But these are evergreen niches and markets, or whatever you want to call them, that are always going to be big. Baby products. There may be more babies now from captivity, from quarantine. But there are always babies happening. Everybody's always looking for health products. Everybody's always looking for do it DIY stuff. Kids products. They're always going to be in demand. Things have again. I guess what I want to get across is that things have really changed. Yes, of course, I hope and think that we're all going to go back to something that looks a lot more like normal. But this concept of going out and looking for things online, doing things more at the house, um, doing more DIY stuff, doing more kids products with the kids, and projects with the children, doing more sports and maybe learning an instrument. That behavior, I think people that's the positive that came out of all this. And that behavior is not going to change. More pets. I know that in Chicago, for example, they literally ran out of pets at the shelters.